Hey guys, our live session begins, and nice to see all the members right here. I see more than 30 members already waiting for this live stream, and while others are connecting to the live stream, let me know if everything is fine. Let me know if you see me, let me know if you hear me, and let me know if you see the chart. And let me briefly also introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Vasily. I'm a trading coach, I'm a pro trader. I trade for more than 9 years, and I'm a full-time trader. And in this live streams, what I do, I teach you how to analyze the charts. I teach you how the trading strategy works. I show you multiple examples of the application of my trading strategy. And I also answer your questions. So as always, during this live stream, we have a live chat. And in this live chat, you can ask me questions. You can ask me to analyze any instrument you want. And yeah, so let's try to have a dialogue. And I always appreciate that we have a very friendly interactions in our live chat. Nice to see Anthony right here. Nice to see Alisa. Nice to see Christina right here. Nice to see Versatile, Team C. Nice to see you all. And let me know in the live chat what do you want me to analyze for you. And let's warm up analyzing the Euro Yen. I prepared for you the example of the top-down trading setup. On Euro Yen, I will share with you my trading plan, and I will try to explain to you how exactly I'm looking for trading opportunities, what I am looking for exactly, and how exactly I execute my trades. Nice to see you, Sof, right here. Nice to see Kenny. Nice to see Olaide right here. Nice to see you. So, I'm a top-down trader, and in my analysis, I rely on multiple time frame analysis. We start from a higher time frame. We analyze the trend. We analyze the key levels, and then we analyze the intraday time frames, and we're looking for some kind of confirmations. So here in Euro Yen, our first task is to analyze the current market trend. Our task is to get what is happening with the pair and where it is going. And first thing to note is that globally the trend is definitely bullish, and you can see that for a couple of years the market is growing sharply. However, reaching that structure high, the market started to trade in a minor bearish trend, and you can see that since October, yes, the market is steadily falling. Moreover, zooming in the chart, you can see that even though we have a minor bearish trend right here, this bearish trend stopped, and currently we are coiling and we are consolidating within a trading range. Yes, we have a wide horizontal trading range right here, and the market consolidates, perfectly respecting its boundaries. Moreover, within the range, we have one more range. Yes, we also have a support right here. So technically speaking, we have a narrow range right here and a wide range. And the fact is, traders, that at the moment, the market is approaching the upper boundary of the range. And watching how the price reacted to the upper boundary of the range in the past, we may expect some kind of a bearish reaction from that resistance. So you can see, traders, the fact is that now the market is approaching the resistance. Yes, but we won't short the market blindly. We won't simply sell that structure because we know that quite often the price quite easily breaks the structures. So before we short, we need to find some kind of a confirmation. So our task will be to analyze the intraday time frames and check how exactly the price reacts to that structure. Nice to see Huda right here. Good morning. Nice to see Ifran right here. Nice to see Catherine right here. Jali, Migo, Patrick. Nice to see you all, and thank you so much for all your questions. I promise I will answer all your questions. Now on Euro Yen, let's open a 4-hour time frame, and let's check how exactly the price reacts to that resistance. We are opening a 4-hour. And here in the 4-hour time frame, let's analyze the candlesticks first. Take a look at that bearish candle. Why that bearish candle is so important? you can see that this bearish candle right here engulfed the range, the body of that previous bullish candle. That candle right here is called the engulfing candle. And being formed on the resistance, a bearish engulfing candle usually signifies a very strong selling pressure from the underlying structure. Now analyzing the price action, you can see, traders, that right here, the price may form a double top. You can see that we are currently retesting the current high, and that double top right here we may trade. In order to trade this pattern, we should identify its neckline first. And we can easily spot that. Here it goes. Yes, that is the neckline of that potential double top. So in order to short Euro Yen, what we should look for right here, traders, we should look for a bearish breakout of the neckline of this double top. Why the breakout is important? Because breakout will signify the willingness of sellers to break the structures, to break the minor structures. It will signify a strong bearish pressure from the resistance and willingness to violate the local zones of demand, confirming that the supply is stronger than the demand on the pair. So for that reason, we are always strictly waiting for a breakout first. Once the neckline is broken, we will short the pair on a retest. Shorting on a retest, we will set our stop loss strictly above the key structure that we spotted, and our targets will be based on the closest strong key levels. Our first strong structure is right here, and that structure will be our first goal. The second goal will be the next strong structure, and our next strong structure is over here. So that will be our plan. Also, traders, you can see that here I also have the alert. Yes, and that alert will help me not to miss the breakout attempt of a neckline. So watch carefully Euro Yen and let's see what will happen. Also remember that being traders, we should be prepared for naturally everything. So we should also consider that the price may break the resistance of the range to the upside. Being broken, it will be a very strong bullish clue, and then a strong bullish continuation will be expected. If we see a daily candle close above that, that will be a very strong bullish signal. I hope that everything is clear, traders, and let me know if you have any questions. Also, by the way, don't forget to like this live stream and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Nice to see Costas right here. Hey, Vasily, thank you for all the knowledge sharing. My subscription to your channel for Forex signals is one of the best decisions I ever made. Thank you, Costas. Thank you so much. I appreciate your feedback. By the way, traders, I also, many of you asked me to how to apply volumes, and I currently see a very textbook example of the volumes application. Let me know in the live chat if you want me to share with you the how I analyze volumes and how I apply them in trading. Also, I saw a question about dollar yen. Yes, let's briefly take a look at dollar yen and let's check the situation there. So what is up with dollar yen? So you remember, traders, previously we made a very bullish prediction on a dollar yen pair. We have spotted a confirmed breakout of that major falling trend line. And also over here we spotted a double bottom pattern. And it turned out that the price violated the trend line to the upside, but also the neckline of that double bottom was broken to the upside as well. So here we got a double breakout. Yes, the breakout of the trend line and of the neckline, right? So then we retested the buy zone. Yes, we underlined together on the previous live stream that area. That is based on the broken neckline and the trend line. And you can see that here we got very nice rejections from that. We found very nice doji with very long wicks. Yes, and that signified a strong bullish pressure from that blue zone. And you can see that then the price bounced. Then here on the 4-hour time frame, we spotted that horizontal range. Yes, and that horizontal range was broken to the upside. Then it was retested and now we are growing. And so far, So far, we are expecting a bullish continuation. Yes, we're expecting a bullish continuation, and most likely dollar yen pair will keep growing to that resistance. So far, it is the closest strong structure that I see, so probabilities will be high that that resistance will be reached. Yeah, so Kennedy says, yes, here your analysis using volume. Simon says, how to use volume. Let me show you. And by the way, I also saw a question about pound yen. Let's open pound yen. On pound yen, I will show you how we analyze volumes. So the first thing to note, traders, about volumes, by the way, is that there are multiple ways to apply that. And now I just will show you the example how we identify the false breakout with the volumes. Here on the pound yen pair, you can see, traders, that here we got a quite strong structure. Yes, we got a quite strong structure resistance over here. Yes, that was respected 2 times in a row, and 2 times in a row from that the price dropped. And here on the daily, you can see that this one was broken to the upside. Yes, and it looks like we got a daily candle close above that, so it can be a valid breakout. With the volumes, you can check whether the breakout that you see is false or valid. With that, first you should open the intraday timeframes. And on intraday timeframes, you should watch how exactly the price has reacted to the structure that we broken and how it acted then. So let's open the volumes and let me show you one very important thing. So by the way, remember that volumes signify the change of the money. Higher are the volumes, bigger is the volume of the transactions. More the money are changing hands. Yes, volumes don't really signify the strength of sellers or buyers. Volumes signify the change of money. Yes, higher are the volumes, more transactions appear. So here you can see that we have violated that structure. Here was our breakout, and with the breakout we go to volume spike. What that volume spike signifies? It may signify that a lot of buyers were buying, but also it can signify that while buyers were buying, the market maker was taking all their trades. Yes, the market maker was here and market maker was seeking for the liquidity. Because take a look what happened next. Then the price dropped below the broken structure. And then bullish movement started. And watching at that bullish movement after breakout, you can see that our volumes dropped. Yes, you can see that even though previously we got a volume spike there with that breakout, after the breakout, no one was willing to buy. We got here the lack of interest. Yes, no one was willing to support this bullish movement and push the price higher. Instead, over here, we formed this high momentum bearish candle. And moreover, with this high momentum bearish candle, we see a huge volume spike. Why it is important? Because this high momentum bearish candle with this volume spike signifies that bears are dominating the market. And most likely, that violation right here was just a stop hunt, and that the market maker was seeking for the liquidity to push the price lower. So now here on pound yen, we can make a prediction that most likely the market will go lower. Yes, I hope, traders, it is clear, and let me know if you have any questions. So volumes signify the degree of interest. Yes, if over here we saw the volume spike, and definitely a lot of market participants were involved in that movement. After the price returned back below the structure, no one supported the second bullish rally, and instead sellers started to push heavily, and we got the spike of the selling volumes. Yes, I hope, traders, it makes sense to you. Now, give me yes in a live chat if you want me to analyze gold for you. And moreover, I'm planning to record a series of videos about volumes with the detailed examples and explanations. I hope you will be interested in that. What else we will analyze? Let me check the chat. Yes, and I promised to analyze European. So let's take a look at European. It looks like on European we got a false breakout. Let's open this one on a daily and let's check the situation. So previously, analyzing the price action on the European pair, we have spotted that the price is currently trading in a bullish trend. Yes, we have spotted that here we have the sequence of higher highs and we have very nice higher lows. And we can see that the price was nicely respecting that major rising trend line. And it looks like here we got a false breakout, traders. You can see that even though we have closed below that trend line, today bulls are pushing heavily. And for now, we can see that this daily candle quite easily engulfed that bearish candle. I still remain bullish biased on European, and I think that this one may go higher. So far, I do expect a bullish movement to that resistance. So far, very bullish bias. Let's check what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that after the breakout, yes, the market became quite weak. Yes, and again, even though the price managed to break that, no one supported the bearish continuation, and instead bulls started to push. So again, it makes me think that over here the market maker again was simply seeking for the liquidity. Yes, and for that reason we got a false breakout right here. Yeah, a lot of yes about gold. So now let's check the situation on gold. By the way, as you remember, traders, earlier we made a very bearish forecast on gold. Yes, and those who were watching the previous live stream, we discussed together that gold will most likely drop to that support. And it happened as predicted. Now, let's remove everything and let's analyze the naked chart. So the price has broken that trend line. Yes, we violated that and then we dropped lower. And then ahead we have that major zone of demand. I believe, traders, that now the market is quite oversold. And I think that from that support we may see a pullback. By the way, let's add the THEPS into the equation and let's check if we have any confluence with the THEPS right here. To do that, I take the recent bullish impulses and simply add the fib retracements. Yeah, so I'll take that impulse right here as well. And I guess let's also take the impulse over here. Yeah, so take a look. Very interesting thing here that we see. We see the fib confluence being a bit lower, so potentially our demand zone here should be a little bit extended. Yeah, so that will be the exact demand zone that we will monitor. So our task right now will be to pay close attention to that yellow structure cluster. Yes, our task will be to pay close attention to that yellow structure cluster and look for a pullback trade from there. Let's check if we have something peculiar here on the 4-hour time frame to watch. For now, the only clue that we may consider here, traders, is that analyzing the price action, we may have right here a very nice harmonic movement. Take a look. You can see that here we have a very nice bearish impulse, the retracement, and now the market is completing the second impulse. And the completion point of the projection of this harmonic ABCD pattern matches perfectly with that horizontal structure. So I guess we might see a pullback soon. And of course, once I see confirmation, I will definitely post an update on my free Telegram channel, so don't forget to subscribe. And traders, I have conversations with many of you on Telegram, and I noticed that especially trading gold, many of you trade without confirmation. So you simply draw the key levels, you draw the structures, and then once the resistance is reached, you simply short. Once the support is reached, you simply buy. And I want to remind you, traders, that trading just the key levels is not enough. Yes, remember that if you trade just key levels, most likely you will have the negative trading performance. So I ask you to be patient. Patience always pays. I knew that many of you want to open dozens of trades daily, but the main thing about trading is that quantity does not imply quality, right? So it is better to look for the accurate trading setups than to open mini trades, because opening mini trades, you will simply feed your broker. Ali says, do you recommend to buy gold now? Now, Ali. You can see that the zone, the area that we spotted, the demand zone is quite wide. Yes, you can see how wide that area is. And if you buy now, you should have quite substantial stop loss right here. And that is not a good idea, I think. So it would be better to let the market approach that zone. It would be better to let the price touch that, to trade within that, to coil within that. And only when we see the confirmation, only then we will buy. Also, by the way, I know that some of you are looking for shorting. Yes, I know that some of you are looking for shorting opportunities on gold. Those who want to short should strictly wait for a breakout of that yellow area to the even side first. Only when that area is broken, only then a bearish continuation will be expected. And we strictly need a daily candle close below that to confirm a breakout. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Let me know if you want me to analyze something else for you. Will you update us new trade for gold? Padam says, of course. I'm trying to provide the updates for gold, and even though I trade this one quite rarely because gold is quite stubborn and it rarely gives the decent confirmations, I still trying to always keep you posted. Yes, so don't forget to subscribe to my free Telegram channel to not miss the next update. Rumpa says, is 1830 is a bullish point to buy? 1830. So let me underline, let's remove the arrows right here and let's add this 1830. So that is the 1830 level. Here it is. And again, I want you to realize that 1830 is the upper boundary of that zone of demand. And technically speaking, the price can do something like that before it bounces. So do not blindly buy this point. Even though it is within our zone, buy that only after a confirmation. Will it change its position after migration? What do you mean by migration? Safe said, bro, in gold situation is tricky or not? No, it is not really tricky, because so far gold acts exactly as we predicted. Yes, it perfectly dropped after the breakout of a trend line. So far it is approaching the structure, and so far everything goes as we planned. Can you ping us Telegram channel link? You can check it in the description below. It is called Vasily Trader. Yes, and yeah, should be in the description below or in bio of my YouTube channel, somewhere there. Yeah. By the way, let's briefly check Hourly, if we have something special on hourly. Traders, look, on an hourly time frame, bears are pushing heavily right here. Yes, we see very strong bearish momentum here at the moment. Yes, and you can see that for many hours, yes, we have a strong bearish continuation right here without any pullback. So if you buy just now, you will go against the crowd. That is very, 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 very risky. Again, Simon says, what do you say about gold and dollar-yen correlation? Gold is at resistance point. Simon, I don't treat the correlations. Yes, I don't treat the correlations, and I believe that the most efficient way to treat is to treat each and every instrument separately, not taking into consideration the correlations. It is very hard to apply them in intraday trading, in my view. So please consider that. Alisa says, please analyze EURUSD. Drawing it exactly. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, will gold pullbacks, says Philly Mass. It definitely should. Yes, it definitely should. But first, let the price approach that demand zone. Yes, and probabilities will be very high that we will see the pullback there. So just stay patient. Yes, patience is the key. Just let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want me to analyze something for you, and also don't forget to like this live stream. Tushar says best live chart analysis. Thank you, my friend. So EURUSD. Let's check the situation. EURUSD. So what is up with EURUSD? As you remember, traders, on a previous live stream, we have spotted a confirmed breakout of a trend line and a confirmed breakout of a horizontal structure here on a daily. And we discussed that now we have the expanding zone of supply here on EURUSD. And for now, we are expecting a bearish movement to that support from that area. Also, by the way, we have a very nice liquidity zone over here. So we should definitely watch carefully. The pair may bounce to the upper boundary of that zone and then may drop. But we are very bearish. Yes, Alisa, and I guess you were on the previous live stream, and we stick to our plan. So far, we watch carefully that blue area. Now, I also wanted, by the way, to share with you some swing trade. Let me know, traders, if you are interested in swing trading setup. I know that most of you are the day traders, but I also have the swing trading setup. Let me know if you want me to share that with you. Now, EuroCAD. I promised Saddam to analyze EuroCAD, so let's check the situation. On EuroCAD, by the way, with my students on Monday, we caught a very nice long trade. Here on EuroCAD, we caught this very nice long position from a key level. And that was a perfect example of the top-down confirmation trading setup. We spotted a key level, we spotted a key horizontal structure support. We were monitoring the reaction of the price to this one, and here on an hourly time frame, we have spotted the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yes, and the price is nicely violated its neckline, retested, and then bounced. Now let's check what to expect from the pair now. You can see that here we have our support, and here on a 4-hour, we have a quite strong resistance. Let me show you. Here is our resistance. Wait a second. Here it goes. Here is our resistance cluster. What else do we have right here? I guess we also have a trend line there. Yes, here is the trend line. So important decision is ahead here on EuroCAD. We are looking for the breakout of the trend line and of that horizontal structure to the upside. If the price breaks and closes above that resistance, we will expect a bullish movement higher. Yes, we will expect a bullish movement to that resistance. So watch carefully the situation here on EuroCAD. If we see a breakout of the trend line and of that horizontal resistance to the upside, the pair will most likely go higher to that resistance. Yes, that is so far the situation right here. Abu says, bro, you only make us to think on chart very technically. Lots of love, Sir Vasily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, I saw a question from Simon. Do you consider fundamentals in your trades? Traders, so I always told you that I always check the economic calendar. Economic calendar is very important because it shows us the exact moments when the market will be volatile. So usually when the market calm, when the market is indecisive, the economic calendar helps us to spot the moment where to expect the volatility, right? But the news in the economic calendar does not affect my decision making. Yes, so that is the point. I rely on technicals, and I strongly believe that for day trading, technicals are more important than the fundamentals. Now about oil, I saw a lot of questions about oil, so we will analyze oil next. Let's take a look. By the way, what was the ticker of WTI? Yeah, this one. So, by the way, those who are following me on TradingView know that yesterday I made a very bearish forecast on oil. Let me show you what was the logic. Here on oil, analyzing this one on a daily, we can spot that currently we have right here the range. Yes, here goes the range, and we also have a very strong support right here. From that support, the price bounced, and as I predicted on the previous live stream, the price started to grow sharply, and reaching that resistance around 80 level is a very round number, right? And approaching that, I have spotted that the market became quite overbought. I have spotted yesterday the rising wedge pattern here on WTI crude oil. And within that wedge, I also have spotted a double top. Yes, here the price formed a double top. And take a look. We got the breakout of the wedge support. We got the breakout of the neckline. Yes, and now the market started a correctional movement. So far, I'm expecting a test of that support first. Yes, and bearish breakout of that support may push WTI crude oil lower to that support. So on focus right now is that minor structure, and its breakout will push the price lower. Yeah, so be prepared. Let me show you, by the way. Yeah, so yesterday I shared video analysis for this one. Yes, and that was exactly the moment when I was sharing the trading setup. So we are expecting a correctional movement right now on WTI crude oil, and after a correctional movement, probabilities will be high that the daily resistance will be reached. So be prepared that after a correctional movement, we will go higher. Yes, as we know, the daily key structures are the magnets for the big players. So probabilities will be high that that resistance will be reached quite soon. Cheers, don't forget to like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Mohammed says, do you have any methods for trading exactly at the time that highly important news released? For example, at the time of CPI and employment rate released. No, Muhammad. The point is that when the news are released, in that exact moment, the market is like crazy. We see very sharp price fluctuations, and entering at the exact moment of the news release, in my view, is too risky, especially because newbie traders have quite small accounts, and being involved in a high volatility, chances are high that you will be margin called before the market moves in a desired direction. I guess traders that, for example, let's open pound dollar. I guess traders, you saw what was happening yesterday after the fundamentals release. Yes, here on the pound dollar, let's even open an hourly time frame. First we bounced like crazy, then we dropped like crazy. Yes, here was the zigzag movement that we had. And I don't really know how you could trade the pair efficiently within that zigzag. That is very hard in my view. So at the moment of the news release, I would suggest not trading at all. Yes, because it is very hard. I also have the suggestion for you to, once you have an active trading position and once some important news are coming, before the news release, you can take away your take profit and move your stop loss to break even and make your position risk-free. That can be a very nice strategy to follow. So if you are correct, the market will go sharply in your desired direction and you will make a very nice profit. And if you are wrong, you will just close the trade at entry. Yes, and that's it. Now, I promised you a swing trade, right? I promised you a swing trade, and that swing trade will be on euro dollar pair. So let's take a look. Yeah, and traders, if I miss your questions, don't worry. I promise that I will answer all your questions before I finish this live stream. Just patience. You can see that we have a lot of members right here. And it takes time to analyze each instrument in details. So, euro dollar. Let's take a look at euro dollar. Let me show you what I see right here. So here on euro dollar, I noticed a couple of very peculiar bearish clues. First of all, the first thing to note is that over here, we got a very strong zone of demand. Yes, and when the market was falling, I was paying close attention to that wide demand cluster. And it turned out that the price has violated that demand cluster to the downside, and we closed below that. So now the demand cluster is broken. After the breakout, the price has retested the upper boundary of that broken structure. And take a look, traders. Here we got a very strong rejection. Yes, you can see that once that point was reached, bears started to push heavily and the price returned almost to the entry point, right? That was a very important bearish clue in my view. Now, removing all those things and focusing on the recent price action, we can see that now we have the narrow range right here on the daily. Yes, here it goes. And also, if we analyze the last lows, we can also spot right here the trend line, a rising trend line. So what is my suggestion right here? If the price breaks and closes below the trend line and that horizontal structure, it will give us a very nice bearish signal. And then we can look for shorting on a retest. Shorting on a retest, we will take a swing trade with the stop loss lying above the upper boundary of our range and our initial target being that support. Yes, so that could be a swing trade that you can take. And here you can play with the risk to reward. If you want a bigger risk to reward, you can wait for the retest of a broken trend line, and you will have a 2-to-1 risk to reward. But if you want to be more aggressive, you can consider taking the trade on a retest of a broken support of the range or somewhere in the middle. Yes, everything depends on your desired risk to reward. But this one right here can be a very nice swing short. Yes. And what I like about this swing short is that taking that our stop loss will lie above the trend line and above that horizontal structure, making our trade very, very, very safe. Yes, so definitely consider that. Now, traders, let me know if everything is clear. By the way, also don't forget to share your feedbacks. Let me know if you are enjoying this live stream, and let me know if it is useful for you. Mohammed says, thank you so much for your useful advice. Thank you. And Alisa says, Vasily, I love your strategy. Thank you. Egbo, we already analyzed oil, by the way. Please check the recording. I guess we analyzed this one around 10 minutes ago. Salim asked to analyze pound Aussie. I guess that will be the next instrument that we will analyze, because someone also asked to analyze pound Aussie at the beginning of this live stream, and then we will analyze dollar CAD. And by the way, traders, give me yes in the live chat if you want me to analyze dollar index, because I see a peculiar trading setup on the dollar index as well. So pound Aussie. Very tricky situation right now is on pound Aussie. The main thing is that, first let's start with the weekly, by the way. Here in the weekly time frame, we got a very nice bearish reversal, right? We formed right here the inverted head and shoulders pattern, and we broke its neckline. Then analyzing the daily, here on the daily time frame, we have a very nice horizontal structure support that was respected. So now from a current perspective, it is quite hard to see what exactly is going to happen right here. The main thing for now to watch is that daily resistance cluster. Yes, that is so far our daily resistance cluster that the price is approaching right now. And everything will depend on the reaction of the price to this one. So far, I strongly believe that from that resistance, the price may drop. So I would suggest looking for shorting from there. Your confirmation to short can be, let me show you, your confirmation to short, so remember there should be the wedge. Yeah, your confirmation to short can be a bearish breakout of the channel. You can see that here on the pound Aussie pair on the 4-hour time frame, we have a rising parallel channel. So you can let the price trade within the boundaries of the channel. And once the price breaks and closes below the support of the channel, we'll expect a bearish movement to lower structure levels. Yes, so watch carefully that parallel channel. Its bearish breakout will be the signal of a highly probable bearish continuation. That is so far the outlook for pound Aussie. And of course, a bullish violation of that yellow resistance will be a very bullish trigger, and then the price may go higher. Yes, also consider that scenario. Also consider such a scenario as well. Simon says, what is your strategy called? It is called the top-down trading strategy. Yes, or multiple time frame analysis, something like that. Yeah, or the confirmation strategy. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to call that. Now, I promised Ali to analyze dollar CAD. 79 people watching with 12 likes. Come on, guys, appreciate this guy. Yeah, please, traders, don't forget to like this live stream. Likes are very, 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 very important, and they motivate to do this live streams more often for you. So, dollar CAD. And those who follow me on TradingView know that recently I made a very, 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 very bearish forecast for dollar CAD. By the way, those who are wondering what is my TradingView, here is my TradingView. It is called Vasily Trader. Yes, here it goes. And I have quite decent following, by the way, on TradingView, and I share a lot of forecasts and analysis right here. And recently on dollar CAD, I shared a very bearish forecast. Yes, I spotted the breakout of that support of the range, and you can see that then quite quickly the price reached the target. So now let's check what to expect from the pair now. Analyzing this one on a daily, from a current perspective here in dollar CAD, we have a horizontal range. Right here is the support of the range, and here is the resistance of the range. And we got a very nice rejection from the support of the range. Yes, we had a very nice rejection from here, and the price bounced from that. And what do we know about the ranging market? I always tell that once you spotted a ranging market, you can expect a bullish movement from the support of the range and a bearish movement from the resistance of the range. The support of the range has been just reached, and probabilities will be high now that the price will manage to reach the resistance of the range. So bias is very bullish, and so far probabilities will be high that this one will keep growing. By the way, very tricky thing about the breakout of that range. Even though most of the time I tell you that the bullish breakout of the range will be a very important bullish trigger, the fact is that if the price breaks the resistance of the range right here, a bit higher, we will have one more very important resistance. So buying the breakout of the range would be quite risky. And same thing with the breakout of the support of the range. You can see that if we sell the support of the range to the downside, again, here we have also a very strong support. So I wouldn't suggest trading the breakouts of that range. Yes, I hope it is clear, traders. Now, what next? Malik says, when market high impact news are giving previous statistics and forecast statistics are not matched in actual, then how can I confirm to buy or sell in that situation? Malik, in my view, it is just better not to treat the statistics at all. I am watching the statistics in economic calendar for more than 9 years. And trust me, most of the time it doesn't work. Unfortunately, most of the time, the fact that the forecast doesn't meet the expectations, the actual data doesn't meet the expectations, give no clues. And yeah, you should realize the fact that when you trade the news, someone knows the data before you get the data. Big money gets the data before you get that data. Yes, that is a very important fact. The technical analysis, the charts are universal for us all, but the information is a different thing. Yes, big money get the information before us. They get that in advance. And for that reason, smart money knew in advance where the market will go. But we don't. Yes, and fundamentals, the statistics in the economic calendar quite rarely indicates where the market will go next. Yes, please realize that fact. Now, I guess the next one will be the dollar index. Yes, I promised to analyze dollar index, so that will be next. And thank you, traders, for all your questions. Yes, it is so nice that we have so active community right here. I really love the fact that everyone is so polite. Yes, everyone respects other members. It is so nice, and I want to thank you for that. Yes, it's really nice, because occasionally I watch the live streams of other traders, and quite often their big mess is in the chat. So I appreciate that we have so nice community right here. Anyway, dollar index, DXY, that will be the next instrument that we will analyze. So here on dollar index, I guess we see a lot of bullish clues. Recently, here on the dollar index, the price has violated that important zone of supply. Yes, you can see that it was a very strong resistance in the past, but with the strong bullish movement, that cluster right here was violated. Then after the violation, the market started to consolidate. and you can see that the price for now perfectly respects that strong support from where we see very nice rejections. Yes, take a look at this long wicks right here. They signify strong bullish pressure from that structure. At the same time, we also should admit the fact that here we have a quite strong resistance that the price also respects. And what I would suggest you looking for right here, I would suggest you looking for a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range. Probabilities will be high that this one right here will be broken. And once a daily candle closes above that resistance, with a very high probability, dollar index will keep growing. And that will be the next goal for buyers. I want you to admit the fact that we are trading in a bearish trend and the market is quite oversold. And moreover, recently we have reached a very important zone of demand right here. Yes, we got that very important demand cluster from where in the past the strong bullish movement initiated. So I guess dollar index can go much higher. Now it is still low right now. It is quite oversold. So I am on a bullish side right now. Yeah, so I hope it is clear. Yeah, Malik says, thank you so much for the clearance. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, NASDAQ, yes. Kennedy has to analyze NASDAQ. That will be the next instrument that we will analyze. Introduce, if I missed your question, please ask me now again because we have a very long chat history right here. So I probably missed some of your questions. So please simply ask again. US 100 index. What is up with the index? This one, by the way, I also analyzed yesterday, or I guess on Tuesday or on Monday, probably, on TradingView. And here what I spotted was the range. I want you to realize, traders, that at the moment the index is stuck within a horizontal range. From one side, we have that key structure support. Yes, that was a very strong resistance in the past, but that turned into support after a breakout. And then after that, the price has nicely respected that resistance. Yes, we have a very strong structure resistance right here. And technically speaking, we have a range right here. Yes, we have a very strong resistance from one side. And from another, we have a very strong support. So what we will look for right here is always, we will look for a breakout. And the bearish breakout of that support will most likely push the price lower, and we will expect a bearish movement. However, a bullish breakout of the resistance will push the price higher, and our next resistance will be right here. So it is all about breakout. And so far, it is hard to say how exactly the index will act. Yes, so far, I don't really like the price action within that range. It is quite chaotic. Yeah, it doesn't look good to me. So for now, I would suggest staying away from trading the index and patiently waiting for the breakout of one of these boundaries. Yes, that would be a plan to follow. Now, Aussie Swiss, and after that, CAD Swiss. This will be the next two instruments that we will analyze. By the way, was it all that I prepared for you? Let me know, by the way, if you are interested in Bitcoin analysis. Yes, if you are interested, I will share with you some thoughts about Bitcoin as well. So, Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss pair, I guess, Oliver, on Aussie Swiss, you saw the confirmed breakout. Have you seen the trend line breakout here on Aussie Swiss? This one. We got a very nice and cute breakout right here. The price violated the trend line to the downside. We retested that yesterday, and now we see a very nice bearish reaction from that. Now zooming in, we can see, Oliver, that here we also have a horizontal range where the market is trading right now. So if you missed shorting from that resistance, if you missed shorting from the broken trend line, Now I would suggest you waiting for a bearish breakout of the support of the range. If the price breaks the support of the range to the downside, we will most likely drop lower to that support. Yes, so wait for a daily candle close below the support of the range, and then look for shorting opportunities on a retest that will give you a very nice confirmation of a highly probable bearish continuation. Yeah, so I hope it is clear. And question from Alisa about CAD Swiss. That will be the next instrument that we will analyze. Traders, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like this live stream. CAD Swiss. What is up with CAD Swiss? CAD Swiss is very tricky. This one is very tricky. The main reason is that earlier we got the breakout of a trend line right here, this one. And we also got one more trend line. Let me remember where I saw that. I remember that I saw two. Yeah, this one. So we got breakouts of these two trend lines. Yes, the two were broken to the upside. But then the price reached that resistance cluster. And for now, it is hard to see what the hell to expect from the pair now, because here is the zone, the decision zone. Yes, that is based on the horizontal structure and two broken trend lines. Moreover, by the way, we also have one more trend line right here. This one. Yes, we also have this trend line right here. So I don't really know what the hell is going on right here. We have a lot of bullish clues right here. We have a lot of bearish clues. We also, by the way, have a very strong resistance over here as well. So it is very hard to see. The only thing that is certain to me is that if the price breaks that rising trend line to the downside, it will most likely push the price lower to that support. That is so far the only thing that I see right here. And yeah, CAD Swiss, the price action on CAD Swiss, the key levels here are not good. So I would suggest again staying away from the pair. By the way, traders, there's a very important rule, very important and simple rule. If you open the chart and if you see a complete mess, just close this chart. Yeah, that is, I guess, the most important rule that I added in my trading plan after a couple of years of trading. Yeah, that is very important because many traders try to witch hunt the charts that look like a complete mess. But the fact is that it is better just to find the chart where everything is clear, like on gold. On gold, everything works fine now, and the price perfectly respects the rules of technicals, so there the market is perfect for trading. But on CAD Swiss, no. On CAD Swiss, definitely not. Now, Peter says, Vasily, how long has you been trading, and is it a doable one to be a full-time trader? Yeah, Peter, I'm trading for full-time, I guess, for more than 3 years, I guess 4 years already. Yeah, and it is completely doable. The main issue, I guess, with this one is that you are alone. Yes, and the main enemy of full-time trading is that you are constantly alone. You don't have any colleagues, you don't communicate, and you don't build the social relationships. And that is why I guess so many traders doing the YouTube's live streaming channels and stuff. That is the only method to socialize. Yeah. So, but if you're okay with that, then it is completely doable. And I'm in trading for more than 9 years. I started when I was 17, when I moved to Finland to get my higher education. It turned out that in Finland, trading was very, very popular, and many teachers were trading, many students were trading, and I quite quickly found a decent material for learnings. So that is that is how I started in brief. Now, hey bro, Steven says BTC or Ethereum would be great. Yeah, let's analyze Bitcoin. By the way, I really wanted to share with you some thoughts about Bitcoin. So let's take a look. First of all, by the way, let's analyze this one on a daily, and let me show you a very important thing that happened with Bitcoin recently. So recently, Bitcoin reached that key structure support. Yes, it was a very strong resistance in the past, and after the breakout, it turned into support that was nicely respected. And monitoring an hourly time frame, here was a very nice and perfect confirmation. Yes, approaching that support, the price formed a very cute head and shoulders pattern, broke its neckline to the upside, tested that multiple times, and then bounced. Yes, that was a very perfect confirmation if you were looking for buying opportunities on Bitcoin. But now, what we see is that Bitcoin is currently stuck between two structures. We have a very strong resistance right here, and we have a very strong support. And the market is coiling between these two structures. I think Bitcoin can go lower. Something tells me that the market is still quite overbought. So I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of that support as a confirmation of a further decline, right? So you can watch carefully the breakout of this one. However, a bullish breakout of the resistance may push the price higher, yes, and then the bullish trend will continue. I don't really know what will happen. Yes, for now it is hard to tell. So again, we are simply relying on breakouts. Yes, breakouts quite accurately indicate us the future direction of the market. So I always say, if you don't know what to do, wait for a breakout. Yes, that will give you a very reliable signal. Now, Ali says, before the end of the live, we hope to give a signal to trade right now. Ali, the main thing about trading this week is that so far this week I opened only one trade. Yeah, so far, I'm very conservative with my trading strategy, and I'm looking for so many things before I open a trade. Well, for that reason, unfortunately, from a current perspective, I don't have any setup to trade just now. Yeah, I share with you the recommendations, the plans, but unfortunately, at that exact moment, no trades. Yeah, now dollar Chinese yuan. This one we will check briefly. CNH. This one. Yeah, briefly. Let's take a look. By the way, I hold some savings in yuans just for the diversification. I don't know whether it is a good idea or not, but I'm holding some money in this one. And here, I guess, traders, we see a perfect bullish reversal, right? Here, analyzing the key levels, we have a very nice and strong demand zone right here that was reached. Approaching that, the price formed a double bottom. Right here, we had a very nice double bottom. The price violated its neckline to the upside, retested, and now we are growing. So here, perfect bullish reversal. And most likely this one will keep growing. And I guess this one may easily reach that resistance. Bias is very bullish, and bullish continuation here is expected. Now, Anthony says the full-time trading works for Anthony because he hates people. Yeah. You know, talking with people, talking with my parents, for example, they don't really even understand my concern that being a full-time trader, you work alone. Yeah, my parents hate people as well, and they say that older you become, more you hate people. So that is quite funny. But being still young, you know, I really need communication and stuff. So I'm really happy that this live streams gives us the opportunity to communicate and stay in touch. That is great. That is great, and I really like that fact. Simon says, do you use pivots in your trading? If you do, which time frames do you consider for trading pivot? I don't use them. If you are talking about the pivot indicators that plots the pivot zones, this one I don't use. Yeah, I rely on support and resistance, supply and demand zones that I look for analyzing the price action. New Zealand dollar, and then we'll analyze US30. By the way, traders, let me know if you have any questions and everything is clear. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar pair. What is up? So New Zealand dollar has recently reached a very important structural resistance cluster that it respected, formed a double top and dropped. And over here we have a very nice horizontal structure cluster that the price perfectly respected, from where we were nicely rejected and from where we dropped. Now again, you can see that here we have some narrow range here on New Zealand dollar. And I think that the breakout of the range's support will push the price lower. I strongly believe that the support of the range will be broken right here, and after a breakout, we will expect a bearish movement to that support. So that can be your plan. If we open the 4-hour, on the 4-hour, we see very strong bearish pressure from that support. Yes, we were rejected heavily from that, and now definitely bears are dominating the market. So be prepared for a breakout attempt of that support and a further bearish continuation. Now, I saw a question about moving averages. Yeah, Bernard says, what's your view on moving averages on your trading strategies? Moving averages are very efficient, and many traders use them. In day trading, I don't really use moving averages, but in investing, in planning the long-term trades, moving averages are quite efficient, and the crossovers of the moving averages give very reliable long-term signals, in my view. Now, US30. Alisa says, Vasily, please, thank you so much. Why are you doing this for real? It's shocking. Thank you, Alisa. Thank you. Thank you. And I truly appreciate you for this support. Now, US30. Let's analyze US30 and let me share with you the plan. By the way, these are the drawings from our previous live stream. The previous live stream, we have spotted that US30 is ranging. Yes, that we are trading within a horizontal range. And yesterday we got its false breakout. Even though bulls tried to violate this one, it turned out that it was a false violation, and the price returned back within the boundaries of that range. So now we are coiling and we are still within that range. And now we are waiting for a breakout. If the price breaks the resistance of the range, we'll expect a bullish continuation to that resistance. And for a confirmed breakout, we strictly need a daily candle close above the resistance of the range. If the price, however, breaks the support of the range and that rising trend line that we spotted right here on the daily, a bearish movement will be expected to the support of the range. So these are the drawings, and I want you to stick to them and monitor these structures. Yes, and again, for some reason here on Dow Jones, I'm on a bearish side, and I believe that probabilities will be higher that this one will drop. I cannot even explain why exactly I think so, but I guess probabilities are higher that sellers will push. Pound yen. Otis, we already analyzed pound yen. You can check the recording, and on pound yen we are very bearish biased, and so far we believe that this one may drop lower. Yes, we spotted the false breakout right here, and we made a prediction that pound yen may drop lower. Now, what else? Let me introduce. If I missed your question, now it is the best moment to repeat that and to ask again. And yeah, let me return back to euro dollar and show you the swing trade that we are planning here to trade. Obaya says, greetings from Uganda, doing something that's so great, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Obaya. Thank you. Brain asks, do you use volume profile in your trading? Yes, I do occasionally use it, and moreover on my YouTube channel I even recorded a video explaining how I use the volume profile, so you can check that. It is very useful. Peter says, what you entry time frame for each trade and the confluences. Peter, I usually enter the trades on the 4-hour and 1-hour time frame. With my main top-down trading strategy, I analyze the price on a daily. I analyze the price action on a daily time frame first. I look for key levels, and then once the key level is reached, I'm looking for confirmations on the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames, and there I usually enter. Yes, so I'm very strict with my rules. Alright, traders, I guess that is the great moment to finish. Yes, I hope that you enjoyed this live session. I hope that you enjoyed our discussion, and I hope you learned something new. As always, don't forget to share with me your feedbacks. Let me know if you have any suggestions how I can make this live streams better. Also, if you are looking for premium education, for premium signals, for premium stuff, don't forget to check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. Also, don't forget to follow me on social networks. I have Instagram. It is called Vasily Trader. I have a Telegram channel. It is also called Vasily Trader. So all the links are in the description. And yes, enjoy. We will see each other on the weekend. As always, I will prepare for you some educational video. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.